Okay, let's get into it. Have you seen the thumbnail? If you've seen the thumbnail, you know what I'm about to talk about. I just got sent this by Matt Check. Now, this video I'm about to show you is from Wojtek Brzozowski. I don't know, is that how you say it? He's an ex-world champion Formula racer. And what he's saying in this video, to me, is either genius or is absolutely crazy. Let's play the video. Let's have a look. I want to hear what you guys think at home. Is this a thing? Should Starboard be doing this? Incredible. I'll tell you, it made me, I don't know. I thought it could have been an April Fool's. It's not. I don't think it is. I genuinely think if you look at his Instagram, which we're about to show you, I'm about to share my screen. Yeah, it's quite mad. Like I said, haven't been set up for live. We're going to go live. We're going to do some more lives this week. Tomorrow, I've got an racing interview with Michelle Becker. More on that. And then on Thursday, we've got a whole new podcast coming. Me and Paul Van Bellen are going to do a weekly podcast talking about what's been going on in the windsurfing news, some quiz stuff, some other stuff. So definitely tune in for that. But this is about slalom fins in waveboards. Absolutely bonkers. Right. So you are now, if you're obviously looking at the screen, you will see an Instagram account. Now, this is Wojtek's Instagram account. If you look at this is a Starboard. And what he's done is he's put a Tuttle box. Yes, a Tuttle box, the racing, very strong fin box meant for, really heavy duty fins in his slalom board. Now, in his YouTube video, which I'm about to play you, he tells you why this is happening and why. He thinks like US boxes, which have been around for 50 years, as he says, are just what the hell are we doing with those boxes? Which, some people might agree with that. But a Tuttle box in a waveboard and a slalom fin, I'm talking not just a G10 run-of-the-mill slalom fin. I'm talking full-on carbon slalom fins. It's interesting. I sound excited just because I think it's so funny. And he's so convincing in his video. Anyway, just have a look at these pictures. This is him at his local beach in Poland having it. And to be fair, he's having it. He's on a wave sail. He's on I'm guessing it's one of those spots, a lot of current. He needs a lot of drive from the fin. I mean, he's doing some decent jumps. You can see the fin there. He's a full-on carbon, wave fin. Interesting. I should really check because we are live. Can you hear me? Everything's all good. I hope everything is good. I better check the comments in a minute, but I'm just gonna have a look while we go through this stuff at the moment because that is a slalom fin. Let's have a look at the comments. Yes, it looks like, hi everyone, wave slalom, Paul Van Bellen. We're doing that podcast Thursday. Stay tuned for that. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a bit loose to start off. We're going to get into it. I know Wojtek, he's smart and clever man, so it works as well. This is from Conrad. Adrian said it's all good. It's working. Yeah, there we go. It's all right. The phone's going in the background. No, it's not. Okay, so anyway, sound level's good. Okay, we're going to get into this video. Let's have a look at this video. It made me laugh when I watched it, so I hope you guys appreciate it because I think there might be something in it. So let's have a look. Let me know if you can hear the sound on the video. Again, it's been a while since I've done live stream.
Back foot a little bit more in. And I want to share with you another very nice information. Go to my Instagram page and there are some shots from wave sailing from a few days ago. And you can see that I'm actually using for my waveboard my normal slalom fins. And why do I do it? Here in Baltic Sea, we have a lot of current, a lot of chop, and the wave is very fast. So it builds up very quickly, but then it collapses very quickly too. And when I'm going on the normal wave fin, I don't have enough speed. I don't have enough pressure on the fin to go upwind or to be able to avoid some waves and to be shooting for the best waves. And it's really, really hard to get the waveboard going fast because, as you all know, waveboards are kind of slow, draggy.
So there you go. Just making sure it's all working. Can you hear the sound? Let me know in the comments. So there you go. He doesn't want a draggy waveboard. He wants something up and lifted. He wants some drive off the fin. But then it gets, it's not just putting a new fin in his board. He has totally put a new box in it. I'm just waiting for a comment to make sure you guys can hear it, because I don't want to be playing something that you guys cannot hear. And obviously I'll put it in full screen as well. Yeah. Okay. Let me just can hear. Okay. So everything's good. Okay. Let's get back to the video.
And I was looking for a solution. Of course, I've sanded down the bottom to make it more smooth. It was better. I installed one fin instead of all array of the fins. It was even better. I covered all the holes, all the gaps. It was better, but it was still far from the feeling of my Slalom Isonic. And I really, really wanted to have my waveboard the same kind of feeling like a slalom board, but with the durability and maneuverability of the waveboard. And I decided, why not to try a slalom fin on the waveboard? So I installed in my waveboard normal tattle box. I got rid of the US box, which is already 50 years old. Come on, guys. Come on, industry. You're using 50-year-old box for the waveboards. It's a shame.
Wait a minute. Just so you know, I'm pretty sure he's sponsored by Starboard. So he's filled in all the boxes like it was a tri-fin board, I'm guessing. That's not the board. That's his slalom board. The board is on his Instagram, as I showed you before. So he's filled in all the boxes, said that wasn't cutting it. Then he's put a whole new tuttle box in, put his carbon race fin in the board.
Shame, really. So I installed the tuttle box into the waveboard, and I use now my slalom fin on the waveboard, and I must tell you, it's magnifique. It's perfect. It's so nice. The board is so much faster, so much more nimble. I can go upwind, I can go downwind. It's really great. And what is the most surprising, the board is turning nicer because of the slipperiness. The board is so slippery, so I feel like I'm carving the waves. It's better. So it's not true that you need a wave fin to be able to turn. It's not true. The slalom fin is turning as good as maybe even better than the wave fin, but the grip and the slipperiness and the speed is a different story. So guys, if you have an old board, this old wave board, just install a paddle box into it. Just make sure it's far enough to the back.
Hang on. If you got a waveboard, just put a tuttle box in it. I mean, I'm a pretty good windsurfer. I do a little bit of repairs. I'm not putting a tuttle box, but I think that's interesting. Let's play this video out. Hang on.
Because it's important, because then the board sticks out from the water, is not sticking down. Try it. You will love it. And maybe in the future, the industry, hopefully Starboard, will start installing tuttle box into the waveboards, because it's a night and day. It's so much nicer. Okay, guys, I think it's enough talking. It was an exciting day. I hope to see you next time on the water. Have fun.
So there you go. What do you think? I love the way he's like rubbing the board, like as if he's so in love with it. But you've got to say, genius or crazy. One word in the comments, genius or crazy. I mean, obviously it's going to work. It's a fin, and the board has got the right rockers and stuff like that. It's genuinely an exciting video. What I want from that video, obviously, if you don't follow Wojtek on YouTube, obviously, get on there. Follow him. It's going to be an interesting one. But for me, I now want to see video of that waveboard versus a normal waveboard. But there's no doubt about it. It will definitely plane earlier. It will be able to get going. Like even just a normal single fin would do that. But a race fin, I would be a little bit worried that it's a very sharp fin. You know, I've stabbed my fin a few times. I wouldn't want to stab a slalom fin, that's for sure. I wouldn't want to grind the fin on the bottom. That could be another negative. You know, how many times have you ground your wave fin because you're trying to ride a wave right to the beach? With a 350 euro, 400 euro fin, carbon fin, I'm not quite sure I need the speed that much that I want to put that much in my board. Let's have a look at the comments. Tim, he is a star. Tim Humphries says. Comment said, of course he's a genius. We got Wojtek is the master and a visionary. We got Arthur Sadler. Years ago, I put a big fat upright fin on my 83 real world wave for super light conditions. Plane so easy, but a little stiff on the wave. There's a picture link there, but we can't click on it. What else have we got? Adrian, whatever makes you happy, he says. I'd agree with that. Like horses for courses, as they say in England, you know, depending what you need, you make it or you design it for what you own. And that's how windsurfing was. I always like it when I go to Australia, because there's some mad scientists in Australia, because they were so far out of the loop from like where the main hub was happening in Europe or Hawaii, and they were doing their own things. So they were thinking really outside the box. And a lot of them were just, you know, having to make their own sails and make their own boats in the early days because things were progressing so quickly. It's kind of what we're seeing with foiling now. And I always find that interesting. And, you know, just to be able to tweak your sail, it was a normal thing. And the best guys at the beach knew what was going on. Steve Allen's probably a good example of that. And crazy Aussie into that. Paul Van Bellen says, a revolution. Another shout out. Me and Paul Van Bellen are doing a podcast on Thursday. It's going to be like a weekly thing. That's the plan. Every week, like an update of what's happening on the windsurfing industry, what's going around the beach talk, maybe some windsurfing quiz of some sort, and that kind of weekly thing. You guys are welcome to chip in, tune in, and we'll see what's going to happen. We don't really know at the moment. It's still early days, but we're definitely going to do it. I've been talking about it with a few people for ages, but I think Paul is the man, and we're going to do it. Right, back to this. I want to see some more comments here. This is a Wojtek fin production. Okay. Please check his sailing tuning videos. I mean, like I said, it's really, he's got some interesting stuff definitely on his YouTube channel. So chuck him a like or a follow. Knight says it's like a slalom board. Mazena says sounds great. So there you go. I mean, there's a lot of love for it. I can tell you now. Huey says genius. Monsba says his point about running up wind with big currents is true. And that's the thing. Like I said, horses for courses, depending where you sail, you might need something different to your average waveboard. So you might go for something like more like a free wave board, which doesn't mean to say a free wave board can't ride waves, but maybe that is something more he was looking for. Do we need to put tuttle boxes in a waveboard? Are they better than US boxes? Now, I'm not a massive fan of US boxes. Don't get me wrong. It is old technology. It's a bit clunky with a little screw. But tuttle boxes, I'm not sure that's the way to go for waveboards. I like the slot box. I know there's a lot of people who don't like them, especially the guys who repair them, although they should because they get a lot of repairs. But yeah, what do you think of my point about hitting the fin on the bottom? Surely that doesn't make sense. Adrian says, for crap conditions, it will work really nicely. My custom 115 has a power box as a center fin, precisely for that reason. Yeah, you can go bigger. I mean, a power box probably makes more sense in this type of board. And a lot of free waves do have that power box. Piet says, poof. So basically, he's reinvented the wave slalom board from 35 years ago. Pretty much. Huey says, Paul Van Bellen is awesome. Great news. So there we go. So that was it. It was just a quick little reaction to that video. I'm going to leave this video up there. It'll obviously be on the channel. We might even talk about this on Thursday because I think it's a super interesting topic. I just wanted to come on, check all the live was working, but that is it for today. That's your thought. Have a think about it. Are you going to put a tuttle box in your waveboard? I don't know.